three of us, Joe Sokol, Jeff Flynn, and I, got together in early 2014 and asked ourselves the questions: what could we do as a community to enable seniors here to stay in their homes longer? We knew that there were a number of organizations here that do fine work and work with seniors so they can remain in our community. But we felt there were perhaps some gaps, some unmet needs. And so what we did first was we went out and talked to various groups in the community, and then we did a needs assessment. We did an online and a mail survey to every resident, every homeowner in Lake of the Woods. And the results were that people said, yes, there are some unmet needs here. There's a need for more transportation. There's a need for help around the house. There's a need certainly for some preferred providers, some contractors, and more. We found out that there was a need. And that's how we became Lowlinc, Lake of the Woods, living independently in our community.
Our most popular service at Lowlinc is transportation. We offer so many parts of transportation. We can take you grocery shopping, to a medical appointment, banking, the post office, just about anywhere you would want to go. Our range of transportation goes from Orange to Culpeper to Fredericksburg and of course Locust Grove. All you have to do is just pick up the phone and call the Lowlinc number. I will answer and we'll set up your service request.
Our volunteers are just fantastic people. I think anybody that volunteers for an organization as ours, they have to be extremely nice and very caring. And some volunteer several days a week, and some may only do it a couple times a month. We have volunteers that take cruises and visit with grandchildren during the year, and we keep track of when they're here and not here. And because our volunteers are busy people, we try to make sure that we have enough people to cover the times when people go on vacation or during the holidays.
As we all age, we age together, and I think it's nice to see the elderly people, how they're getting out and volunteering and just enjoying each other's company.
Knowing that transportation would be the primary need, one of the major services. When we first opened our doors to membership, a couple of us went to the Rappahannock Community Service Board, which serves 5 counties, including Orange County, Culpeper, and a couple others, and got them to place a wheelchair accessible van on the property at Lake of the Woods. Currently, we have 7 people that are vetted through the community services to drive that van to help people that need it use it for doctor's appointments and other errands. This is one of the first services that we brought to the Lake of the Woods with Lowlinc, and something I'm very proud of.
A couple of years ago, we joined Lowlinc. We love it. It's the best thing that ever happened to us here. Otherwise, we probably wouldn't be in our house. We'd be somewhere else. I don't know where. But we love it. We use I use a somebody takes me grocery shopping, pick up our mail. They have handymen. We've used them a few times. And they have socials. We've had dinner at the club a few times, and a play that we went to, and different things. So we really enjoy it.
We moved to the lake in 2013, and a year later we heard about Lowlinc, and we decided that that would be a nice group for my husband Sid to become involved with, because we were hoping to find him some new friends and also maybe meet somebody who could work out with him in his therapy. And we were very fortunate that that's the way it worked out. The right person came along, Walter Dirks, and he regularly works out with Sid. They do therapy exercises once a week, and we can really appreciate that because it has kept Sid active and his muscles have been flexible. It's been a godsend, really. But equally important has been our association with the Lowlinc staff and the volunteers. They schedule very regularly social gatherings where we can include the spouses of the members, and where we can eat together and have fun together. We've really expanded our circle of friends.
I think we're the fun bunch.
I think we're
And
the facilitators of fun.
And we get to plan some activities for our members, and we have fun doing that ourselves. What are some of the fun things that you've found that we've done so far for the members?
Well, the first thing that we did was put together a float for the 4th of July parade. Then we went out for lunch. Then we went to the Mount Pony Theater, and we've gone to museums, private homes, and pretty much gotten together on game days to join together playing bingo and all sorts of fun things.
That float for July 4th was really something, wasn't it? Do you have any idea how many flowers we made for that?
Yes, we made 4,000 flowers.
4,000 flowers out of crepe paper.
Yes.
And lots of people joined in, both members and volunteers.
Yes, they
helped
did.
to do that.
Yes,
That was such
I
fun.
joined Lowlinc because my daughter and son-in-law were going on a long, long trip, and I had lost my husband 2 years ago this month, and they were worried about me being by myself. So I joined Lowlinc, and they called me every other day while my family was gone. That was wonderful. And I think that Lowlinc is one of the greatest things that has ever happened in this area for widows, widowers, or couples that have reached a certain age. And it's wonderful. It really is.
Actually, we were even considering the possibility of moving because with her not driving, there's no transportation here. That was a big factor. Plus the fact that I have some issues about minor things in the house, like I can't go up on a ladder and things like that. So it just gave us a peace of mind. And now, of course, we have no intention of moving because that has cured what we were concerned with. And my biggest concern as far as the transportation was something happened to me, and I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about, if in case I had to go to the hospital or whatever have you, how was she going to get there? Now I don't worry about that. So go ahead.
I was introduced to Lowlinc at their organizational meeting at the community center, and Joe and I spoke about it because with his medical conditions as far as back and that thing, many other things, with lawn service, household repairs, and everything was very appealing. And then by that time, I was already experiencing sight difficulties and knew that I was not going to be able to drive too much longer. So it's been a blessing to me, and I have used them to go to physical therapy twice. But I have to say, other than maintenance, driving, they're a very caring group.
In terms of volunteering, it's probably my passion right now is volunteering for Lowlinc. I love to work with our other members and providing rides for them and in the computer support that I do. I'm looking forward to Lowlinc being here for a long time so that I can live in my own home for as long as I want, safely and independently, and use the services as much as I need to.
When I heard about the plans for Lowlinc, when I heard and met some of the people, it was just something that I felt that I needed to see if I could help in any way. Being on the board was not the end goal, but just to support it in whatever way and whatever gifts that I have I could bring to the group. It is now, I'm called, even with some of my other clubs, I'm considered Miss Lowlinc because, I talk about it constantly.
I'm blessed. I had a mother-in-law that I loved. I didn't ever dislike her. And as she grew older, her one goal was to stay in her home. And the wonderful part about staying in her home, even at 97, she knew where things were. She got a little confused at times, but she always knew the baseline. And that gift that we gave her by staying in the home was one that made us all feel better about her, about ourselves, We loved that we respected her, and that was what it was all about.
The continuation of Lowlinc depends on a number of things. First of all, being sensitive to the services that are needed among our members and in the community, and providing those services as we do now and as we intend to do in the future. And in addition, it depends on the support of the community, and we really appreciate everything that everyone has done that enables our seniors to stay in the community safely, independently, and actively too.
Come and be a part of our family and our team.